Hewitt Packard is Warren Buffett's new stock pick, which, in a sense, almost seems like like what the hell is going on. Warren was never much into these tech plays, but as you can see, I mean, it's really painful for me to say this since I really admire Warren and I've read his biography extensively. Like the amount of stuff he has achieved over his lifetime, that's something nothing short of extraordinary. But then again, like these days, he's basically betting on things staying the same, as a value investor, kind of the long-term value and compounder. Um, so by that, I mean, I do not want to say that this is necessarily a bad pick, but it's something. Basically, Hewlett Packard it's obviously it's tech, but it's kind of the old tech, right? It's a hardware. It's kind of long time being here, well established company. uh, you know in a sense, it's super undervalued, right? If you look at like kind of the value investor metrics, we have a P ratio of less than 7, with a dividend yield of 2.59. I mean, that's just like insane from value investors perspective, right? It just really seems that like the for one reason or another, and I haven't looked at the stock at like super high level, so what I'm telling you here, it's kind of really first impression based on that news. But yeah, like this is something that might appreciate very nicely, right? We are having the eponymous Warren Buffett's margin of safety with such an insanely low valuation in a sense. And frankly, like Hewlett Packard, they are making a really decent product. And actually, the laptop I'm using is Hewlett Packard. I'm very satisfied. I have had it for over 3 years. So I mean, in a sense, I see nothing wrong with the pick, right? If you are a value investor, Hewlett Packard is very healthy company in a good space that will very likely do quite good over time. It's not some crazy banger that might 2x 3x. It's not the type of the stock I would be excited about, but I definitely see the appeal for for a guy like Warren Buffett, right? So he's just basically jumping on that tech train with a little bit of like uh, I wanted to say late, but of course it's not late in a sense. He's just looking for those deep value plays, and there is nothing wrong with that. And with obviously his the sheer scope of the portfolio he's managing, he just he has to go for a hunt for elephants like Hewlett Packard, right? So he basically scooped up 121 million shares, which that's basically 4 billion, roughly 11% of the entire company. So like, I mean, what else is to say? And the shares of Hewlett Packard surged 14.77% on the day where this was announced. So that's like a value investor's wet dream that Warren jumps on your train and basically validates your own stock pick. So it's just super tough to be Warren these days, right? You are just like, all of your moves are very closely watched, and as soon as it's revealed that you put your weight behind something, it's just makes this insane moves like immediately, right? So if you are a value investor, you just want to have Warren Buffett on board. If you are a Twitter investor, it was just something amazing to see Elon Musk jumping on your train and taking the board seat. So sometimes when these whales make splash, it's a big one. Okay, folks, that's all for today. If you've managed to listen to my rambling all the way up until this point, you are freaking awesome. I love you. Give me a comment down below, subscribe, like, the usual stuff. Connect with me on Twitter, just Google my name or something. I would like to hear your opinion about any of the stuff I have mentioned. And keep being awesome. Take care.